Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. It's semantics, okay? I just have to say this because everybody has an argument. Everybody say what they want to say, but when we really get down to it, it's just how you interpret whatever it is that's being said. Me and my friends, we always have, I feel like, deep conversations about things, and we were just kind of going on we talk about recent events, and we all have an opinion about what we think should or should not, or we agree or disagree with the person, all those things. But when it gets down to it, we all have our own experiences, and we allow the dictionary to tell us exactly, basically, the words that we're trying to articulate. And so we have to make sure that we're not basically arguing just for the sake of arguing, because that gets nowhere. We have to just agree to disagree and say, okay, yeah, I think this way, you think that way, and that's fine. But we have people that are just going back and forth over semantics on the way someone basically is saying a word. It's just like, what? And we have to just realize, like, that is a form of distraction, trying to get us off the path of what we really need to be focusing on. And if we don't, we will sit here and be upset and just argue about stuff that does not even matter. I had a conversation yesterday, and sometimes if you're not careful, as if you're not careful, not necessarily if you're not careful, but because of the heart you may have, you start to get offended and rubbed the wrong way by other people's semantics. And I'm just here to tell you, the Bible tells us that we should not offend people, but he's saying you're not going to walk through life without getting offended. So you need to come on, grow up now. That's what the Bible said. I'm revisiting now, Lord, like, don't be changing my word. But no, seriously, like, we need to just really get over it and stop arguing about things that is not even worth arguing about. Like I said, I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were just telling me about a situation that happened. And of course, when you're on the outside looking in, you have a totally different perspective than the person that's in there. And they were just so offended and upset. And I'm just like, why? People are people, and if we don't wrap our head around that, we're going to get stuck in situations that don't even call for our attention. I'm just here to say it. I'm just here to speak it out, the truth, because the Lord, and the thing is, I guess it's kind of easier said for me, because I've never been the one who gets like offended, because most of the time, and I don't know if that's just my upbringing, most of the time when people say stuff to me, it goes over my head. So you may be trying to offend me, but and I want to say naive, but that's really not a good word to use. But I'm going to just say protection from the Lord. That's what I'm going to say. Because, of course, you want to be aware of what's going on. You don't want someone to be taking advantage of you or anything like that. But also, you don't want to hold on to something that the Lord is like, yeah, you see how this person is operating, but don't allow that to change the way you're called to be. And that just goes back to a video where I was talking about basically shutting someone down with being nice, even though they're trying to be rude and nasty, which that's a whole nother video. But yeah, in these times, we're going to have to stop arguing semantics and just realize that everybody has their own opinion about everything. And it's okay to disagree. It's okay to not have the same opinion as everybody else. That's fine. That's what makes the world go round. That's why we all dress differently. That's all, why we all live in different houses, get different things. Because the Lord knows that we're all different and that we're all going to have our own experiences. So yeah, it's just semantics. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like I always say, sacam yo que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.